I'm just going to have to keep this mic on me at all times because the updates are now becoming absurd, revolving around Dan Houston, Noble, Lukosius, so on and so forth. So we had the stream today, and during the stream, we get news from media journos that we're reaching the final stages of this massive three-way trade between Gold Coast, Port, and Collingwood to get Dan Houston over the line. And I'll just reread that out so we're on the same page here, because things have changed again, and it's again not looking good for Collingwood. So if we go back to earlier in the day, Tom Morris says, "Here we go. We have movement. The Port Pies Gold Coast deal is taking shape. Negotiations are ongoing, but Rory Atkins, whose contract for 1 year, looks as if he's heading to Port Adelaide as part of the three-way trade. Every chance this Port Collingwood Gold Coast deal happens now." And then an hour or so later, we hear about what the final details are of this trade, and we look at it like this. Port get Lukosius, Richards, Atkins, 13, 29, 36, and then give Dan Houston a first-round pick to Gold Coast, pick 39 and pick 58. Collingwood get Dan Houston and 58. Collingwood give a 2025 first rounder, Joe Richards, John Noble, and pick 36. Gold Coast get John Noble, 2025 first round from Port, 2025 first round from Collingwood, and pick 39. I'm going delirious. And they give Lukosius, Atkins, 13 and 29. So, Collingwood admittedly settling for pick 29 and 13 from Gold Coast in exchange for John Noble and a future first. And then we were even willing to give away pick 36 amongst everything else that we were already offering. So I genuinely, guys, don't think Collingwood can offer anything better. We are offering pick 13 from Gold Coast. We are offering Joe Richards. We are offering pick 36 as well to Dan Houston, which is our best selection in our draft hand right now outside of pick 13. So, what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. I'm stumped because we're offering everything, pick 13, pick 29, pick 36, Joe Richards for Dan Houston. We are literally selling our home. We're selling our future away to get this trade done and over the line. And then we hear, what did we hear? Give me one moment. Let me open it up. We hear from Cal Toomey, update. Port Adelaide won't be proceeding with this deal. Discussions will be paused now, leaving Houston back in limbo and a whole lot more to do with 2 days to go. Expecting clubs will get back to work on Tuesday to see if any other variations work. What other variations do we have to offer? Pick 13, pick 29, Joe Richards, and pick 13. Or a future first, whatever it is, whatever. What more can we possibly offer? Like, do we need to offer in a future second as well? Can we even do that if we're giving away a future first to Gold Coast in the first place? My understanding is if you give away a future first, you cannot make a trade for a future second in the future. Please, draft heads, if you know better, please advise, because I'm absolutely lost now. It's frustrating, and at this point, I'm like, if I'm Collingwood and Justin Lipich, I'm like, screw these guys, screw these clubs. Let's keep John Noble. Let's give John Noble to Gold Coast. Let Gold Coast give what they want to give to us, and let's just go to the draft. Let's get Dev Robertson from Brisbane, and let's just call it a day, because this is getting ridiculous. Port, hey, send Houston to North. I don't care at this point. Like, we doing the deal or not? Let's give Joe Richards. Seems like they only want to give a pick in the 50s for Joe Richards, by the way, by the looks of it in this trade negotiation, even when we're offering pick 36. So let Joe Richards go for something a little bit better than that, right? Because that's absurd in my opinion, but he wants to go. John Noble, let him go to Gold Coast, and like I said, Dev Robertson. Maybe we can do a player swap, Joe Richards for Ollie Lord, and then just deal with it, because there's a point in time where you just got to say, Port, you're taking the piss. We're done. This is no longer amicable. and we're not going to let you walk over us. This is a piss take. That's how it feels. Like you're pissing on my head and telling me it's raining, right? And that's what I told my brother when I urinated on him when I was on my balcony and peeing on his head from from upstairs to downstairs. I told him, bro, it's raining. But in actual fact, I was pissing on his head. And that's how I feel right now, being the receiver in this case, right? Are we in focus? I'm not too sure. I'm not sure what's going on with my focus right now. It's losing its mind, and I think it's sick of seeing my head report on this jargon every day. I'm getting sick of it, but I'm here. I've committed to it. I'm riding every wave, and there's people in this realm who are keen to follow it along with me every step of the way, so I'm taking you with me. What do you guys think? Are you guys over it, or should we still persist for Dan Houston? Go Pies.